Good evening. Let's start. So today we will be covering most of modern India. Okay, so most of modern India will be covered today. Along with this, we will also discuss India, Russia, and India, USA defense ties. Okay, so more than 100-150 questions we will be discussing today. Meanwhile, we will also try to revise the awards and Israeli defense equipments that we have purchased. Okay, so first let us start with the Israeli defense. Yes, what all have you purchased from Israel? Drones. Can you name one or two drones? Barak drones alla confuse avadi. Barak surface to air missile. Ella mix ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. MQ9 Israel ಅಲ್ಲ USA. Okay. Heron is the name of the drone. ಆಮೇಲೆ Sky Striker. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾರು? Searcher, very good. Hermes, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ drones from Israel. Then we have a Spider, Python and Derby, quick reaction surface to air missiles. Barak, medium range surface to air missiles. Recently when Modi ji went, we wanted to purchase some missiles. Yadu? Air Lora. One was Air Lora. Spice bombs. Spice is the name of the bomb. Rampage. Rampage is air to surface missiles. Okay, remember that. Just India wants to create rampage in Pakistan. Aida? Air Lora, air launched ballistic missiles. So I think these are about the defense equipments. Icebreaker. Okay, one more is Icebreaker, Air Lora. Idella Israel, from Israel, India is procuring this defense equipments. Spike, anti-tank guided missiles. Then we also have Sky Sting air-to-air missiles. So this is about India and Israel. Let us start with India and USA. So can you name any India, USA defense equipments? Very good. MQ9B. Sea Guardian ಅಂತನೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, unmanned aerial vehicle. Then any defense equipments from USA India is procuring. Very good. Apache and Chinook. Okay, what is Apache? Helicopter ಗೊತ್ತು. ಯಾವ ತರ helicopter? Is it used for attack purpose or is it used for transport purpose? Attack, transport. Chinook is for transport or Apache is for transport? Anyways, we'll see that. Good. Apache and Chinook helicopters. Apart from this, I want recent current affairs. Recently, after Donald Trump imposed tariffs, India promised to buy 2 more things from USA. Hey. B2 stealth bomber, they will not give, we will not buy. ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು GF414 ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರ್ತೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ? Anyways, let us start. Boeing P8I, very important. Boeing P8I, also we call it Poseidon. It is a very important, what is it? Aircraft. The purpose of this is anti-submarine warfare and maritime surveillance. Very, very important. What is the name? P8I. Why, Shikhar? You are seeing how many wheels are there? Reading. Again, what is the main purpose? Maritime surveillance and anti-submarine warfare. Primarily surveillance and also warfare. Again, for UPSC, all we need to do is one line about this, from which country we are taking it. Yeah, country, and what is the main objective of this. Alright. It has the capacity of carrying a missile known as Harpoon anti-ship missiles. The name of the missile is Harpoon anti-ship missiles. Okay. Next, C-17 Globemaster. This is C-17 Globemaster, sir. What does it do? Main purpose. Okay, evacuation, military transport. Majorly, military transport. What is the name? C-17 Globemaster. From which country are we purchasing this? USA. I think it was asked in UPSC PY last year. It was asked. The range of this is 4,500 kilometers. India currently has, I think, 11 or 12 aircrafts with our Air Force. It can land on very small runways. That is the main advantage. Ivaga sudden agi yado hill station alli disaster agirutte. There you will not have runways which are 2-3 kilometers long. There will be small runways. There also it will be able to work. What is the name? C-17 Globemaster. Main purpose, transportation, evacuation, humanitarian assistance, etc. Next, what is this? C-130J Super Hercules. Again, one line if you know more than enough. Range ella beda. One line if you read also more than enough. Repeat the name. C-130J Super Hercules. Majorly for transportation and special operations. Again, idella attack fighter jets alla. Majorly transport, but can be used for other purpose also. Okay. C-17 Globemaster, C-130J Super Hercules. Yenidedu? Military transport aircraft. Artha aida? US. Idella US. Whatever we are discussing are from USA. Next. Yes. What is the name? Apache. World's most advanced attack helicopter with fire support and deep strike. This Apache helicopter was used when Venezuela was attacked by USA. Again, when Iran was being attacked, they used Apache helicopters. Okay? What is the name? Apache. What is the main purpose? Attack helicopters. There is one name of a missile that is fired from this helicopter. What is the name? Simple, very easy. The name of the missile is Hellfire. Hell andre helicopter fire ashte. Artha agta idya? Again, all this is being used recently, sir. These are not redundant things we are studying. This is in the news. This is how it looks. Extremely expensive. I think 500 to 1000 crores madhya irthe price. Again, why is it important? To fight China, our Ladakh region. Again, it is a very important defense equipment that we have to have at any cost. Artha aita? What is the name of the missile? Hellfire, anti-tank laser guided missiles, and one more missile known as Stinger air-to-air missiles. Write down Stinger air-to-air missiles. And I'll tell you one day word, it is an air-to-air missile from USA. If you know this much, that is enough. Then, what is this? Chinook. Chinook helicopter. remember that Chinook is a military transport helicopter. Major purpose ಏನು transport. Are you able to see this? It can transport very big military aircrafts or military equipments to high altitude areas, majorly high altitude areas. And advantage of helicopter, it does not need any runway, it just needs a helipad. Flight adre, you need to have very long runways. Is it easy for us to have runways in our northeast and Jammu Kashmir? Definitely not. That is why we use these helicopters. Artha aita? Heavy lift helicopters can lift troops, artillery and equipment. Deployed in Ladakh, Siachen and northeast India. Yeah. Range andre maximum distance it can cover. Iga range of a missile antare 50 to 100 kilometers andre 50 to 100 kilometers madhya, that will be the range of the missile. For example, helicopter full tank helicopter elli tanka hogbodu, empty aga tanka. That is what we mean by range. Okay na? Meanwhile, what is the name of this? Artillery. Good. The name of this artillery is M777 ultra light howitzer. Okay. Artillery andrenu, it can keep shooting shells or bombs. Again, which country? USA. I am telling you, idu last 1 year al bandira current affairs. This is not random stuff. Repeat the name. M777 ultra light howitzer. Idu artillery system. ಈ 155 mm shells, ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಏನ್ ಬೇಡ. M777 ultra light howitzer, which country? USA. Artillery ಅಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಸಾಕು. Next, write down M982 Excalibur. Why was it in the news? Look at the date. What is the date? 20th November 2025. US approves 93 million sale of Javelin missile and Excalibur rounds to India. Donald Trump forced India to buy this. Okay. What is the name? Javelin missiles and Excalibur rounds. What is Excalibur? It is a GPS guided artillery shell. Shell andrenu? What do you mean by shell? Not our ever ready shell. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಶೆಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಶೆಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಶೆಲ್ is like a bigger version of a bullet. Shell is a bigger version of a bullet. Shells are being fired ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ. Okay? So what is Excalibur? It is a GPS guided artillery shell. Advantage ಏನು? You can control it through GPS. So it is going to be more accurate whenever you are going to hit the target. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Next, Javelin. Fire and forget anti-tank guided missiles. What is Javelin? Fire and forget anti-tank guided missile. It will be like this. From your shoulder only you can fire. Javelin throw ಕೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ತರ Javelin missile. Good. Exam pressure. It's being seen in the eyes of everybody. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Javelin ಏನು? Anti-tank guided missile. Which country? USA. ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಸಾಕು, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಇನ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಬೇಡ. Again, it works on infrared homing. Anti-tank guided missile. ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ದು ವಾಟರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೋ ಈಸಿ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್. ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲಾರಿ. ಲಾರಿ ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ? ಆ ಲಾರಿ ತರ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಿಸೈಲ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಗೈಡೆಡ್ ಮಿಸೈಲ್. ಆಂಟಿ ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಷ್ಟು. ಇನ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಬೇಡವೇ ಬೇಡ, ಒಂದ್ ಲೈನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಸಾಕು. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್? MK-54 torpedo. What is the name? MK-54 torpedo. Anti-submarine warfare weapon. Chances are very less, but this is how it looks. And recently India has got approval to purchase this weapon. What is the name? MK-54 lightweight torpedo anti-submarine warfare. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಏನು ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಡಲ್, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Yes. What is the name of the missile? Hellfire missile. Hellfire andre helicopter fire. Means it is going to be used in Apache helicopters, etc. Repeat the name. Hellfire missiles. Again, these were used in our US-Iran war also. Next, Seahawk. Again, very, very important because India is purchasing this from USA. MH-60R, a number gottilla andru parayilla. Seahawk andre it is majorly a multi-role naval helicopter. What do you mean naval helicopter? Andre it is used majorly in the seas. Hey, on the aircraft carrier. Okay. What is the name? Seahawk. Again, see the date, November 2025. India seals 7,900 crore deal with US for Navy's MH-60R helicopter fleet support. What is the name of the helicopter? Seahawk. Idu naval multi-role helicopter. Multi-role andre it can be for surveillance, it can be for military purpose, or it can be for even rescue purpose. All right. This is very important, very easy. MQ-9B Sea Guardian, sir, your favorite one. Also known as Predator drones. It is HALE unmanned aerial vehicle. HALE andre high altitude long endurance. High altitude long endurance drones. MQ-9B Sea Guardian, also known as Predator drones. Yarinda purchase ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? USA. Last 2 years in the continuous defense questions ಬಂದಿದೆ, 2-3 years in the 4th year also you can expect one question on defense. Third, it's okay if you, it's not so important. Third andre terminal high altitude area defense, US ದು ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ ಸಾಕು. S-400 ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ? S-400 ಯಾವ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದು? ರಷ್ಯಾ. ಥರ್ಡ್ USA. ಐರನ್ ಡೋಮ್ ಇಸ್ರೇಲ್. Very important, Minuteman III. Again, this was launched by USA against Iran. Yes, it is an intercontinental ballistic missile. Look at the range of it, 13,000 kilometers. ನಾನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಡಬಲ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅದು. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕೇಪಬಲ್, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟಬಲ್ reusable vehicles. Andre multiple targets, 3 targets attack ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. What is the name? Minuteman III. Symbols are one line. It is a intercontinental ballistic missile of which country? USA. ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. All right. What is the name of this? India has purchased this, by the way. The name of this is Striker. Striker, infantry carrier vehicle. Repeat the name. Striker. Enadu? Image gnapaka ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Infantry carrier vehicle. In depth they will not ask. Yes, Hawkeye 360. ಹಾಕಾಯ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್? ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್. ಇದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಹಾಕಾಯ್ ಇದೆ. It is a radio frequency detection satellite constellation majorly to detect and geolocate radio frequency emission from space and for maritime domain awareness. Hawkeye 360 radio frequency detection satellite constellation. It helps in coverage and surveillance of Indian Ocean region. USA has given this to India recently. ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಹಳೇದಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಅವರ್ US related defense equipments. Harpoon we discussed already. Anti-ship missiles. Harpoon anti-ship missiles. Done. ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಯಾವುದು? P8I. ಬೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ, P8I ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಪೊಸೈಡನ್ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾರಿಟೈಮ್ ಸರ್ವೆಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ USA. P8I ಪೊಸೈಡನ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ C-17 ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್. C-17 ಗ್ಲೋಬ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪರ್ಪಸ್? ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್, ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ C-130J ಸೂಪರ್ ಹರ್ಕ್ಯುಲಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹರ್ಕ್ಯುಲಿಸ್, ಅದು ಮಿಲಿಟರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಅಪಾಚೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಿನೂಕ್ ಯಾವುದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್? ಚಿನೂಕ್. ಚಿನೂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿ ನೇಮ್. ವಿಂಡ್. ಸೊ ವಿಂಡ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ಅಪಾಚೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಿನೂಕ್. ಅಪಾಚೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೈಕ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್, ಚಿನೂಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿಂಡ್. ಚಿನೂಕ್ ಏನ್ ವಿಂಡ್ ಅದು? ಹಾಟ್ ವಿಂಡ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್? ವಾರ್ಮ್ ವಿಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? in USA only. So to protect people we use Chinook. Don't get confused. Apache ಮತ್ತೆ Chinook. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿ ಹಾಕ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ್ದು? ನೇವಲ್ ಏರ್ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್, ನೇವಲ್ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ನೇವಲ್ ಹೆಲಿಕಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಏನು? ಸಿ ಹಾಕ್. MQ-9B ಡ್ರೋನ್. MQ-9B ಸಿ ಗಾರ್ಡಿಯನ್ ಪ್ರಿಡೇಟರ್ ಡ್ರೋನ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ಯಾವ್ದಾರು ಇದೆಯಾ? Hellfire. What is Hellfire? Missiles. Okay, very good. Striker ಏನು? Infantry carrier vehicle. Infantry carrier vehicle. ಆಮೇಲೆ torpedoes MK-64. Minute Man recently used in Iran. Intercontinental ballistic missile more than 13,000 kilometer range. Repeat the name. Minute Man 3. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಚೈನೀಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಡಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನೇಮೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಸ್ತ್ರ, ಆಕಾಶ್, ಅನಾಗ್, ಈ ತರ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದವ್ರು ಈ ತರ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸಿ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಇಡಲ್ಲ. I'll give you one example how actually language helps you decode the answers. Okay, so this is about India and which country? USA defense system. Meanwhile, today we'll be discussing about education, Government of India Acts. Amele, what else is pending? Gandhian era we are going to complete. So what were the takeaway from last class? While we are reading modern history, what are the kind of questions that are being asked in modern history? More focus on personalities, very important events. Rowlatt Act multiple times bandide. Swadeshi movement multiple times bandide. Non-cooperation movement multiple times. These are the themes that are being asked. So today, let us continue with it. Which was Gandhi's first venture in all India politics? Non-cooperation movement, Rowlatt Satyagraha, Champaran and Dandi March. Rowlatt Act. Champaran was more regional. All India irrelado. Okay. So that is why don't get confused here. Gandhiji first event yavadu India bandmele Champaran. Who took Gandhiji there? Rajkumar Shukla. Good. Artha aita? Don't get confused. Yes, let us continue with it. Again, Champaran ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು questions ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Visible? Dr. Rajendra Prasad persuaded Mahatma Gandhi to come in Champaran to investigate the problem of peasants. It was Rajkumar Shukla and one more Sant Raut. One more person was Sant Raut. These two people persuaded Gandhiji to come. So statement 1 is correct or wrong? Wrong. Second, J.B. Kriplani was one of Mahatma Gandhi's colleagues in Champaran. This is a correct statement. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ. Okay, so be careful while reading also. You try to frame question how UPSC can confuse me or how UPSC can frame questions on these lines. Which one of the reason was the reason for Gandhiji to organize a satyagraha on behalf of peasants of Kheda? Okay, Kheda Satyagraha. Read both the options. Take your time. Good evening, Maya. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. The administration did not suspend the land revenue collection in spite of a drought. So majorly that was the demand of the farmers. Drought ide, how can I pay the land revenue? That is why Gandhiji went and he will get a concession also on the payment of revenue. Correct? Huh? Second, administration proposed to introduce permanent settlement in Gujarat. First of all, permanent settlement ellelittu? Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Okay, so that is why statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is wrong, and our answer is statement A is only the correct answer. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಟೇಕ್ ಅವೇ ಏನು ಮತ್ತೆ? ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ. ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು? ಖೇದಾ ಸತ್ಯಾಗ್ರಹ. These are the same topics repeatedly being asked. A 1 and 2 na, 1 and 3 na, D na. Good. Champaran, Rajendra Prasad, correct? Ahmedabad mill workers and Moraji Desai. Yaar Ahmedabad mill workers, Anusuya Sarabhai, and even Gandhiji was also there. Gandhiji was also there. Kheda is Vallabhbhai Patel. Straightforward. ನೋಡಿ, ಬರೀ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು. Another very straightforward question. The Sarabandi or no tax campaign of 1922 was led by. If you have not heard this, gone. Vallabhbhai Patel answer. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is the answer. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಭಗತ್ ಸಿಂಗ್, ರಾಜ್ಗುರು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೋ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್, ಸತ್ಯಾಗ್ರಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. Read all options, take your time. Who of the following founded the Ahmedabad Textile Labor Association? Guarantee na? The answer is Mahatma Gandhiji. Again, modern history application of mind enu illa. If any one or two question comes from this, that is even a success for us. Okay? Who is this? Narayan Mallar Joshi, very important personality. Communist Party, amele. He was the founder of some labor association also. All India Labor, Madras Labor Association. Some labor association ge associated person. Narayan Mallar Joshi. Joshi andre Maharashtra ne irbeku. Who amongst the following or followers of Gandhi was a teacher by profession? Don't apply my logic. Eradu prasad ide, one prasad answer. Yaru irbodu? Why? Answer is J.B. Kriplani, Acharya. Okay? Yes. ಏನಂದೆ? Read all three options. Gandhiji supported the resolution of World War I or recruiting Indians because he believed that British had a right purpose or they had the right intent of fighting. Okay, he said that it was India's responsibility to support them during the war. Okay, so ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, did not ಅಂದ್ರೆ usually wrong ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so first option, is it correct? Gandhiji played a very important role in indentured laborer, and after breaking salt law, Indian National Congress was declared illegal by the colonial rulers. Both of them are correct. And one more thing you will start observing, lot of questions will start coming around this topic of salt law also. Okay, another very easy straightforward question. Don't answer, let me see. I'll ask, raise your hands. ಇದರಲ್ಲೂ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡೋರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Montagu Chelmsford proposals were related to social reforms, educational reforms, police administration, constitutional reforms. Constitutional ಇದು ತಪ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ communal award. What happened, Shrikar? What is the answer? D. Constitutional reforms. You are telling communal. In context of Indian history, diarchy refers to, diarchy mele 4 questions ಬಂದಿದೆ last 15-20 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So that means diarchy becomes a very important topic from our exam perspective. When was diarchy introduced in India? 1919. Provincial or central? Provincial. Centrally 1935. Good. Okay. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಓದಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ಬಟ್ ಒಂದಿಬ್ರು ನಂತರ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋರು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಓದಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿ ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡಯಾರ್ಕಿ, ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಚರ್ ಇಂಟು 2 houses. Introduction of double government, that is center and state government. See, close away ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ options. See, having 2 sets of rulers, one in Delhi, another in London, and division of subjects delegated to the province into 2 categories. ಯಾವ categories? Transferred and reserved. Transferred ಅಂದ್ರೆ they will transfer power to state or provincial governments. Reserved ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅವರೇ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಯಾರ್ಕಿ. Another nice question. Good, Aman, you are correct. Take your time, take your time. Try to eliminate. When Congress leaders condemned the Montague-Kempsford report, many moderates left the party to form. I'll give you a hint. It was led by Surendranath Banerjee. Swarajya Party na, Freedom Party, Federation of India or Indian Liberal Federation Party. Adel, Indian Liberal Federation. That was the party that was formed. Gottilla andre kaliri, it's okay. We don't have to become a master here. All we have to know is this party. Who was one of the leaders? Surendranath Banerjee. Okay. Again, this is a very nice question. Match the following. Who was the viceroy when particular events happened? Write down. Make a habit of writing. Exam allu ashte gottidru bariyad habit ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಮಾಡಲಿ. Shrikar, I want you to answer. Nobody should answer apart from Shrikar. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ? ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಡಾಲೌಸಿ. ಡಾಲೌಸಿ ಯಾವುದು? ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿನಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 1. C1 ಇರೋದು ಯಾವ್ದು ನೋಡಿ? A and C. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ನಾವು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು D4 ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಕೆಂಪ್ಸ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಡೈರಾರ್ಕಿ, ಮಾಂಟೆಗ್ಯೂ ಕೆಂಪ್ಸ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ 1919 ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಡೈರಾರ್ಕಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದ. ಆಯ್ತು. ಮೆಕ್ಡೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಿನ್ಲಿತ್ಗೋ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್. ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿನಾ? ಮೆಕ್ಡೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಮೆಕ್ಡೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಗುಡ್. ಮೆಕ್ಡೊನಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ 2. ಸೊ ಅವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ವೈಸ್ರಾಯ್ ಯಾರಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ದ ವೈಸ್ರಾಯ್ ವೆನ್ ಸ್ವದೇಶಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ಡ್? ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಕರ್ಸನ್. ಆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ನ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಸಚ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಸಚ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ UPSC ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ? ಓನ್ಲಿ 1, ಓನ್ಲಿ 2, ಓನ್ಲಿ 3, ಓನ್ಲಿ 4 ಹಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾಪ್ಕ ಇರಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರೇಂಜ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ chronological order. I will not give you option, you give me the option answer. Easy ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಬರೀರಿ. Right, make a habit of writing because in these questions the mistake we make 2 3 1 4 option ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ 2 1 3 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ because our I will see 1 and 3, 3 and 1 together. So make a habit of writing it. ಚೌರಿ ಚೌರ, ಮಿಂಟೋ ಮಾರ್ಲೆ, ದಂಡಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಾಂಟೆಗ್ಯೂ ಕೆಂಪ್ಸ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್. ಚೌರಿ ಚೌರ ಯಾವ ಇಯರ್? 1922. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಗುಡ್. ಮಿಂಟೋ ಮಾರ್ಲೆ 1909. ದಂಡಿ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 30ನಾ? Montagu came out 1919. So what should be the order? 2, 4, 1, 3. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇದೇ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್, ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್. Good, Asif, you are correct. Lucknow Pact, which year? 1916. Introduction of diarchy, 19. Montagu Chelmsford. Rowlatt Act, 1919. Partition of Bengal, 1905. Question ಇಲ್ಲಿ diarchy first ಬಂತ, Rowlatt Act first ಬಂತ. ನೀವು ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಯಾವ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಓದಿದ್ರ ಅಂತ. ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬುಕ್. Rowlatt Act first ಬಂತ, Montagu Chelmsford first. Rowlatt Act. So Rowlatt Act will come first. Later will be ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Anyways, remember that Rowlatt Act was followed by Montagu. Sorry, the introduction of diarchy. Who was the viceroy when diarchy was introduced? Montagu Chelmsford. Okay. Who introduced separate electorates in India? Minto Morley reforms. Minto. ಇದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. Chronological order of viceroys, right? Curzon approximately which year? 1905, early 1900s. Chelmsford 1919. ಎರಡು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಈಗ. ಹಾರ್ಡಿಂಜ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇರ್ವಿನ್. ಹಾರ್ಡಿಂಜ್ ಯಾವಾಗ? 1911. ಇರ್ವಿನ್ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರೇ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್? ಒನ್, 3, 2, 4. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕರ್ಜನ್, ಹಾರ್ಡಿಂಜ್, ಕೆಮ್ಸ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್. ಇದೆ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ. ಬಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ being asked? You will pick up easy topics only and ask these questions. And thankfully from last year modern history questions have started becoming easier. 2 years back modern history questions were actually difficult. So iವಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ easier ಇದೆ. Trend will likely to continue. ಹೌದಾ? ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ಸತಿ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲೇ ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ದ್ವಿವೇದಿ, ತ್ರಿವೇದಿ, ಚತುರ್ವೇದಿ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ UP ಅವರೇ ಅವರು. ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ದ್ವಿವೇದಿ, ತ್ರಿವೇದಿ UP. ಓಕೆ, ಮಿಶ್ರ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನಿ, UPನೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಔಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು? ಚಾಚಾ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಔಟ್. Jawaharlal Nehru is the answer. Note Chirag? Correct? Not associated. These two people were the founders. Dwivedi and Mishra were the founders of UP Kisan Sabha. Avaga organizations keltare. Founders and organizations. Don't make that mistake. Not reading not, because you will lose 2.66 marks. We have done this. Again, very very easy question. Question was full. In October 1920, who of the following headed a group of Indians gathered at Tashkent to set up a Communist Party of India? Yaru? M.N. Roy. Very easy, very straightforward. Ee tara bandaga you should be very lucky to get these questions. Bronze one kelidru. 5N visited India during whose Aragatta? That was the easiest ancient medieval questions you can ever expect. This is also done. Let us go to freedom struggle from 1926 to 1930s. Take your time. Subsequent to which one of the following events, Gandhiji, who consistently opposed untouchability and appealed for its eradication, decided to influence the upliftment of Harijans in his political and social program? Yavaga? The answer is Poona Pact. Why Poona Pact was signed? Separate electorates ali, even Dalits I think were included. That is when Gandhiji went on. Did he go on hunger strike? Yes. That is when later separate electorates were removed and reservation was given. Okay. Please, Poona Pact odbekare, be very, very careful and read about Poona Pact. These are important topics. Sedition has become my religion was a famous statement given by Gandhiji at the time of. Ivagella gottiratte. Again, first of all, sedition andrenu. In case you don't know during the exam, what should I think? What is sedition? Against the government, correct? Idralli, Champaran Satyagraha, are you going too much against the government? Sedition barala adralli. Yenaru law break madire matra sedition agirada. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ law break attending the second round table conference in London. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ sedition ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ? So we are left with either these two, publicly violating salt law or launch of Quit India movement. And what is our answer? Publicly violating salt law at Dundee. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Sedition. Sedition has become my religion. This is a hint that you have to take from your what do you say question. Sedition ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ದೇಶದ್ರೋಹಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು. Okay? Question is about Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Question is about Gandhi-Irwin Pact. ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. Gandhi's two conditions will not be accepted by British. One is Bhagat Singh. One more is police inquiry, public inquiry into police excesses. ಅದೆರಡು ಒಪ್ಪಲ್ಲ. So what should be our answer? 1, 2 and 4. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Gandhi-Irwin Pact ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. If I have to participate in round table conference, you have to accept my demands anta. British will accept all the demands except two demands. One is commutation of death sentence of Bhagat Singh and one more was public inquiry into police excesses that were being done. Good Maya, correct answer. Trade Dispute Act of 1929 provided for participation of workers in the management of industries, arbitrary powers to the management to quell industrial disputes, an intervention by the British court in event of a trade dispute, a system of tribunals and ban on strikes. Answer is D, system of tribunals and a ban on strikes. ಇದೇ ತರ ಬೇರೆ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದೀರಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ? ಕೊಮಘಾಟ ಮಾರು. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಶುಡ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಎನಿ ಪಿಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್, ನಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್. Butler Committee. What is the other name of Butler Committee? Indian States Committee ಅಂತಾನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ಲರ್ ಕೇಳ್ದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, define the jurisdiction of central and provincial government, define the power of Secretary of State, impose censorship on national press, and improve the relation between government of India and the Indian states. What is the answer? D. This was the main objective of Butler Committee. What is the other name of Butler Committee? Indian States Committee. Which year? 1927. Who was the Governor General? Irwin. Irwin. ತಲೆ ಆ ಥರನೇ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇವೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಜನರಲ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. The march on the Tanjore coast or Tanjavur coast to break salt law was led by Pillai, Rajgopalachari, Kamraj, Annie Besant. And Annie Besant. Rajagopalachari. Don't say odd man out, sir. She is foreigner, she is also lady. Soil marker. Odd man out should be used in extraordinary situations only. Answer is Rajagopalachari. Who was Chidambar Pillai? Very good. Swadeshi shipping company na set up madadu. It's Chidambaram Pillai. Read. Good, Sharath. Naval, yarappa online alide. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ವೆರಿ 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 ಈಸಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. Congress session. Sorry, Lahore. Who was the president? Jawaharlal Nehru. Good. Where attainment of Purna Swaraj was adopted as the goal of Congress. Swaraj anta first time ಯಾವ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು? 1905. Dadabhai Nauroji. ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Keep repeating this. Okay. So the answer is option B, Purna Swaraj. It is straightforward and easy question. Why India agitated against Simon Commission? Nidyalo, you should tell in your sleep also. There was no Indian member in Simon Commission. Why did Simon Commission come to India? To review the 1919 Montagu-Chelmsford reforms. Who supported Simon Commission? Justice Party, Sikh League. Multiple parties supported Simon Commission. Again observe ಮಾಡಿ, lot of Congress sessions are being repeatedly asked. ಅದು important Congress sessions. The Lahore session of Congress is very important in Indian history because Congress passed a resolution demanding complete independence. True or false? Purna Swaraj. The rift between extremists and moderates was resolved in that session. Adu yavaga 1916 Lucknow Pact. So 2 is wrong. A resolution was passed rejecting the two nation theory in that session. Yes. Answer is one only. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Questions easy ಇರುತ್ತೆ. But what will happen? These easy questions will be mixed with the difficult and moderate questions. And because we panic seeing those difficult questions, you will get these questions wrong. So please make sure that you are perfect in all these topics. ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಅದೇ ರೌಲಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್, ಅದೇ ಸ್ವದೇಶಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ದೆನ್ ಅದೇ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್, ಅದೇ 1929 ಸೆಷನ್, ಅದೇ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿನೇ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ a basic source, whatever you are reading, make sure that you are 110% perfect in that. Don't prepare that, sir, I will solve googly questions. Googly questions beda, ira questions ಮಾಡ್ಕೊ ಬಂದ್ರು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ. Okay? Again, another easy question, ನಮ್ಮ Poona Pact related idu. Mahatma Gandhi undertook fast unto death in 1932 mainly because Round Table Conference failed to satisfy Indian political aspirations. No. Congress and Muslim League had difference of opinion. Adu Gandhiji yake fast and to death ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Logically. See, Ramsay MacDonald announced the Communal Award, correct? This is the answer. ಮೂರನೇ ಸರಿ, third or fourth time we are seeing this Communal Award. So that becomes very, very important. Communal Award, Poona Pact, Gandhiji's fast and to death. How many times has Gandhiji gone for fast and to death? Not many times, sir. Maybe 3 to 4 times ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೋಗಿರೋದವರು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟು ಡೆತ್. ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. Another easy question about a concept known as Nehru report. Here Nehru means which Nehru? Motilal Nehru, not Jawaharlal Nehru. Don't get confused. First recommendation was complete independence for India, correct? Wrong alva? Adu eliminate madre answer bantu. But let us read 2 and 3. Why? Because UPSC might ask same question and ask 1 only, 2 only, 3 only, or none of the above. That will hurt a lot if you don't know other options. So joint electorates for reservation of seats for minorities, correct? And provision of fundamental rights for the people of India in the constitution. This was also correct. Karachi session 1931 presided by Sardar Patel. Avare helidare. Who drafted the resolution of fundamental rights and economic program? Ella helidru ನಾವು Jawaharlal Nehru. Are you observing? Modern history 100 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 80% questions on personalities. 80%. All right. Simon is back. It recommended the replacement of diarchy with responsible government in the province. That is correct. Okay. One of the following began with the Dandi March. Home Rule League, Home Rule Movement, Non-Cooperation, Civil Disobedience, Quit India. Answer is, ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ UPSC. 5-6 ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವೇರ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಂಡ್? ದಂಡಿ. ವೇರ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್? ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿನಾ? Under whose presidency was the Lahore session of Congress held in 1929, where complete independence was the British? Answer yaru? Jawaharlal Nehru. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್. Again, round table conference and our Poona Pact is back. Read, take some time and read. In the first round table conference, Ambedkar demanded separate electorates for the depressed class. True or false? True. In Poona Pact, special provision for representation of depressed class in local body and civil service were made. It was made on section 8 or 9 ide. Even I checked. Many people had given that it was not there, but there was a representation for depressed classes even in local bodies and civil service. Okay. Third option. Hey, did Congress participate in third round table conference or not? Illa tane. Yadral participate madid. Second. Congress sessions. Shekhar, why so silent? You are becoming Bhagat Singh. What is the answer? The answer, Lahore session. Again, working committee authorized to launch a program on civil disobedience. Again, another question repeated. Who drafted the resolution of fundamental rights for the Karachi session of Congress in 1931? Same, Jawaharlal Nehru. Not correct. Underline ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Not correct. Read properly. Correct. It was in Congress session of Karachi, the Gandhi-Irwin Pact was endorsed, not opposed. Okay. So endorsed now ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Opposed change ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Is first one correct? The Rowlatt Act aroused a wave of popular indignation and led to Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Subhash Chandra Bose formed the forward bloc. Which year? 1939, huh? Good. Bhagat Singh was one of the founders of HSR. Leader of Bardoli Satyagraha. You should tell this without options. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Allenagutte innobdibru irtare. Sir, they are also there. No, they are correct. No. They are asking who is the leader. Leader andaga it was Sardar Patel. Commissions. Speaker. What is the answer? The report to report on existing condition of labor and to make recommendation. What was the other name of this Whitley Commission? It had another name. Royal Commission on Labor. Innondu hesritu Royal Commission on Labor. Okay. Whitley Commission. What was the other name of Butler Commission? Indian States Committee for better relation between center and states. Federalism antanu ankoboda? Butler Commission? Yes. Khudai Kidmatkars, also known as Red Shirts, called for. Who was the leader? Khan Abdul Khan Ghaffar. Frontier Gandhi, na? they participated in freedom struggle during Quit India movement, civil disobedience movement or Swadeshi movement. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೇ ತರ ಅರ್ಥ CDM ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು. What is our answer? ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. The Pathan regional nationalist unity and struggle against colonialism. Union of Pashtun Seri, but they were also fighting against British. They don't want Afghanistan, they want to join India. Okay? Husharago the options. First, what are you going to write? Because habit ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, assertion, reasoning, statement 1 2 ಬಂದ್ರೆ write because. An answer? A C. Now many of you think C is the answer? Iti tappeni illi ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. A is the answer. Many of them did not participate in freedom struggle, especially the labor class. This is repeat. Very nice question. You only give me the number also. Butler committee ಯಾವುದು? Jallianwala Bagh, relation between states and paramount power, diarchy and Montagu Kempsford or growth of education in British India? Relation between Indian states and paramount power. Hartock committee, education. Hartock committee is education. Hunter inquiry committee, Jallianwala Bagh. Muddyman committee, what should be our answer? 1B, 2D, 3A, 4C. So answer should be option D. Minto Morley reforms, why is it famous? Communal electorates, guarantee na? Next, Simon Commission. ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡೋಣ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಚೌರಿ ಚೌರ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ವಿಡ್ರಾಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ದಂಡಿ ಮಾರ್ಚ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ವೆನೆವರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಡೌಟ್, ವೇಟ್, ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ದಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೂ ಅದರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರೈಟ್. Don't sit and scratch your head. I don't know Simon Commission, I am getting confused. Very easy options iruttalla ಕೆಳಗಡೆ. So it is our responsibility to read all options. So what should be the answer? 1 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು C, 3 na? 1 is C. So we have either A or D. Simon Commission. 2 is countrywide agitation. So answer should be option D. The Poona Pact was signed between British government and Gandhiji in 32, provided for creation of dominion status. Dominion status yaar suggest ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? Nehru report. Okay, good. So is it joint electorates or separate electorates? Joint electorates with reservation for regions. Surat split which year? 1907. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. Surat split 1907. Communal award 32. All party convention ಆಯ್ತು, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಬಿಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ, ಬೇರೆದಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಪೂರ್ಣ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ರೆಸಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ 29. ಆ ಮೂರು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಆಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಆ ಮೂರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರಾಚ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೂರತ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ 1907. 14 ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಎ ಆರ್ ಬಿ. ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಯರ್? 32. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೇಮ್. ಆಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಬಿಡಿ. ಪೂರ್ಣ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ 29. So what should be the answer? Answer is B. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ? ವಿತೌಟ್ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. The meeting of Indian and British political leaders during 1930-32 in London has often been referred to as first, second and third round table conference. It would be incorrect to refer them as such because question ಒಂಥರ irritating ಇದೆ. Question ನಿಮಗೆ that आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದೆ. Is not given proper clarity in the question. So here our answer is option D. It was an instance of conference held in 3 sessions and not 3 separate conferences. Okay? (1883) ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕಟಾ. 1906 ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ಲೀಗ್. 1927 ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ 32. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಕಮ್ಯುನಲ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತೂ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗದಂಗ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 5 years ಇಟ್ ಹಸ್ ನೆವರ್ ಬೀನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್. Another second question about parties and split. The radical wing of Congress party with Nehru as one of the main leaders founded the Independence for India League in opposition to. Answer is Nehru report. ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, but again after Nehru report they did not like what about Nehru report. ನೀನ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಕೇಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೊಮಿನಿಯನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀಯ ಅಂತ there was a rebellion. That is why ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಬೋಸ್, ನೆಹರು. So all of them founded the Independence for India League. Where did Gandhiji start the civil disobedience movement from? Guarantee na? What about other places? Wardha? Gandhi spent his last days. Wardha education. Sevagram? Guarantee na? First ashram of Gandhiji. Okay? Again put together 1927 Simon Commission, Butler Committee came there. 28 Nehru report, Bardoli Satyagraha, all party convention. 29 Lahore Session, Poona Swaraj Trade Dispute Act. 30 Dandi March, Civil Disobedience, Roundtable Conference 1. 31 Gandhi-Irwin Pact, Karachi Session, Roundtable Conference 2. And 32 Communal Award, Gandhi's Pact, Fast and Poona Pact. Artha aagta idya? So these are the events which have happened in order. Again, commission mele e question, Simon Commission, Butler Whitley Commission and Hardo Committee have been asked. Gandhi-Irwin Act has been asked multiple times. Poona Pact and Nehru Report also has been asked. Lahore Session, Karachi Session, Roundtable Conference. I have just summarized all the important topics that have been asked. Revise ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? And by doing this, we are also trying to revise the entire modern history subject because modern history difficulty is revising together. Okay? Done. So one small issue has happened. 1935 to 47 one we will save for next class. Meanwhile, science and tech ಮತ್ತೆ environment PYQs discuss ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ರೀಸನ್ ಏನು? ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಮಿಡಿವಲ್ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಏನ್ಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಮಿಡಿವಲ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ಝಿನ್ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಒಂದು ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ PPT ಇದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಗಿವನ್ 20 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ಈಚ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಹೌ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್, ಒನ್ ಲೈನರ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ತಲೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಇದು ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹೂ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಆಲ್ ದ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೋದಿ ಜಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್. ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ನನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಅದು ಬೇಡ. ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟ್ ವೈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಏಷ್ಯಾ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಅಫ್ಘಾನಿಸ್ತಾನ್, ಗಾಜಿ ಅಮೀರ್ ಅಮಾನುಲ್ಲಾ ಖಾನ್, ಅಫ್ಘಾನಿಸ್ತಾನ್. ಮಿತ್ರ ವಿಭೂಷಣ, ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾ. ಮಿತ್ರ ವಿಭೂಷಣ ಇಸ್ ಶ್ರೀಲಂಕಾ. ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನು ಓದ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಗುಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಭೂತಾನ್, ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡ್ರುಕ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲ್ಪೋ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ರಿನೈಸಾನ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲಾಯ್ತು? ಬಹ್ರೈನ್, ರಿಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬಹ್ರೈನ್. ಕಬೀರ್, ಕುವೈತ್. ಕೆ ಕಬೀರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುವೈತ್, ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಡನ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೌದಿ ಅರೇಬಿಯಾ. Saudi Arabia is Abdul Aziz. Zayed, UAE leader Mohammed bin Zayed. So UNA Zayed award. Mauritius, Stark and Key of Indian Ocean. Then Maldives, Izzuddin. Maldives, Izzuddin. Aita Asia alla, predominantly Asia is done. Barbados, freedom. Barbados andre barbar, freedom. Good. Then Guyana, excellence. Guyana excellence. ಅದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. Guyana excellence. Ibakal, ಇದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಹಸಿತಲ್ಲ. Ibakal Palau. Ibakal Palau. Good. Logohu, Papua New Guinea is Logohu. Merit, USA. St. Andrews, Russia. Makairos 3, Cyprus. CM ಅಂತ ನಾಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. CM3, Makaros 3, Cyprus. Good. Then France Legion of Honor. Greece Order of Honor. ಇದೆರಡು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್. ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗ್ರೀಸ್ಗೇನು? ಗ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್. France Legion of Honor. ಓಕೆ, ಗುಡ್. ಆಯ್ತು. ಇನ್ಯಾವ್ದು ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ? ಬ್ರೆಜಿಲ್, ಸದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಫಿಯರ್, ಸೌತ್ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾ, ಸೌತ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್. ಗುಡ್. ಮೀರಾ, ನಮೀಬಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಚೀತಾ ಬಂತು. ಚೀತಾ ಹೆಸರು ಮೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ. ಇಸ್ರೇಲ್ ಈಸಿ, ನೆಸೆಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದ awards that have been got by our Prime Minister. Let us try to do some parts of the Constitution. See, advantage of doing this like this, bega you can revise rather than doing it alone. Chances tumba kammi. Sustainable development goals match the following asked in UPSC, highly unlikely, but ಅದು ಬೌನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದೇನು ಬೇಡ ಬಿಡಿ, ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಆಮೇಲೆ, ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ. Let us start with the parts. Part 1, Union and its territory. Part 1, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. Union and its territory. Part 2, citizenship. Part 3, fundamental rights. 4, DPSP. 4A, fundamental duties. ಆಯ್ತು, ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸರ್ 1, ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೆರಿಟರಿ. ಇದನ್ನ 5 times ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೆರಿಟರಿ. 2 is citizenship. 3, fundamental rights. 4 is DPSP. 4A is fundamental duties. Correct? 5 is union. 6, union and states. 7, part 7, deleted by which act? 7th amendment. Part 7 has been deleted by 7th amendment only. Which year? 19? Guarantee na? Good. Done. Part 8, union territories. Part 9, panchayat. 9A, municipalities. 9B, cooperatives. 10, hey, abba. 10 is scheduled and tribal areas. Okay, slow down. Let us take some time. Let us try to revise. Okay, again, ulta hogona ivaga. Random numbers. 6, 5 union, 6 states, 7 deleted, 8 union, state, union territory. Union 5, 6 ಯಾವುದು states, 7 ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ, 8 union territory, 9 panchayat, 9A municipality, 9B cooperatives, 10 scheduled and tribal areas, not anti-defection law. ಅದು ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. Who will tell from 1 to 10 again? One person. ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Good. 1, union and its territory. 2, citizenship. 3 is the fundamental rights. 4 DPSP. 4A fundamental duties. 5 union. 6 states. 7 deleted by 7th Amendment Act 1956. 8 union territories. 9 is panchayat. 9A is municipality. 9B is cooperatives. 10 scheduled areas. Very good. Next, continue. ಇವಾಗಲೇ ಇರಿಟೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಈಸಿ. 11, relation between union and states. 11 is relation between union and states. 12, finance, property, contract and suits. Repeat, finance, property, contract and suits. Idu 12. 13, trade, commerce and intercourse within the territory. 13 andre trade. 13 is trade. 14, services. 14A, tribunals. 15 is election. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. 11 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. 11 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫೆಡರಲಿಸಮ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬ್ರಾಡ್ಲಿ. 11 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್. ವೆಯ್ಟ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸಿ. 5 ಏನು? ಯೂನಿಯನ್. ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್ 6. 5 + 6 11. 11 ಏನು? ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್. ಮರೆಯಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. 5 ಇದು, 6 ಇದು, 5 + 6 ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್. 12, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾಮಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳೋದು? ಎವ್ರಿ 12 months ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್, ಇಯರ್ಲಿ there will be hike budget. Okay, fine. ನೋಡೋಣ, we'll evolve. 13, trade. Okay, 13 trade, commerce, intercourse. 14 services, all India services. 14A tribunals. ಇದು ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ. 14A tribunals ಮರೆಯಲ್ಲ. 15 elections. 15 ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. 5 ಏನು? ಯೂನಿಯನ್. 10 ಏನು? scheduled and tribal areas. 15 elections. Good. ಸಾಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಿಲ್ಸ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡೋಣ. 15 ತನಕ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ, let us do India and Russia. So again, I think I had shared this. Try to make some short notes like this. Entire education just in 2 sheets. Everything is there. Because when exam is close by, you cannot open whichever standard book you have and you can't search all this. Write it down whenever you are free. Whenever you are bored, you can open this and revise. And all our Government of India Acts. Government of India Acts, after this we'll discuss. More than 25 questions have been asked on Government of India Acts. So very, very important. So why don't you write it down like this and multiple times try to revise this. You can't revise modern history 10 times, but you can revise all this 10 times. Then all our Governor General and Viceroys. Order ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. Warren Hastings ಇಂದ, who was the last one? Mountbatten. Good. Rajagopalachari, Independent India. Always I used to get confused. August offer, Cripps mission, Naval plan, cabinet mission. Correct? ಯಾರು ಡೊಮಿನಿಯನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಯಾರು ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್, ಯಾರು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮೇಜರ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇರೋದು. I have just written it in half a page. Repeatedly I will revise the same thing. See, exam is all about multiple revision so that basics na you are not going to go wrong. Okay? So whenever you are free, please try to write it down like this. Alright? Yes, quickly name some Russian origin defense equipments India is using. S-400, S-500. MiG. Which MiG recently India retired? MiG-21 Bison. Okay. MiG-21 has been retired from service. Yeshne generation adu? Check madi. Second answer. Second. Alright. S-400 Triumph ಅಂತನೂ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. S-400 Triumph. NATO has given one name for this known as SA-21 Growler. It's okay, not important. Long range surface to air missiles. Again, engagement range 40 kilometers, 120, 250 and 400 kilometers. Multiple layers irutte. Where S-400 can engage. It can engage up to 36 targets simultaneously. How many targets? Up to 36 targets simultaneously. For example, wave of drones will come. So that is when we will need this. Again, detection range up to 600 kilometers. What do you mean by this? From Bangalore, if we go 600 kilometers, which place will we reach? ಹುಬ್ಳಿನಾ? ಆಯ್ತು, ಬೀದರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ if some foreign missile is coming from Bidar, sitting in Bangalore, it can detect that there is an incoming missile. That is why I asked. Alright. Again, it can tackle aircraft, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles and AWACS. What is AWACS? Airborne warning. Yes. And altitude of up to 30 kilometers it can intercept. Keda chances very, very less. Idinella kutkondu bayat madbedi. Just have an idea. In case, worst case, on 30 enu madala, 300 kilometers altitude ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Okay? So range badlu you will ask altitude. And in exam no, you will not see altitude, range, everything looks like the same. S-500 Again, probability we are going to purchase this. What is the name of India's mission to develop this is similar to S400? Sudarshan Chakrana illa. S400 ge namkarana madiradu. Just Google and tell me what is Project Kusha. Check ಮಾಡಿ Project Kusha. Again, our DRDO's surface to air missile defense system, dome of denial, Project Kusha anta launch ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. See, S400 is extremely expensive. You cannot keep purchasing it. We have to develop. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ what is the name of the project? Project Kusha. ಬರೀ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? I have not seen in major current affairs materials. Then come back. IGLA, very very important. India has procured this. We used it during Operation Sindoor also. Man-Pacts. This is very short range. It can be fired on by having this on our soldiers shoulder. What is the name? IGLA S, IGLA M anta ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವೇರಿಯಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ವೆರಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ರೇಂಜ್. ರಿಪೀಟ್ ದ ನೇಮ್. IGLA. It works on infrared homing. See, ನೀವು ಕೇಳಬಹುದು ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಈ ತರ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾರೆಡ್ it will try to target the incoming object. Based on which technology? Infrared. Okay. Next, some of the missiles that are there in the news, very important is BrahMos. What is the speed of BrahMos? Mach 2.8 to 3. Okay, Mach 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 times the speed of sound. Range, earlier the range was 290 kilometers, now extended up to 500 kilometers. India signed one informal agreement known as MTCR. For example, good, there are 4 very good control regimes. ಯಾವ್ದು MTCR, Wassenaar arrangement, Australian group, nuclear supplier group. ಇದು 4 ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. NSG ಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಜಾಯಿನ್ಡ್ MTCR, now we have been able to extend the range of this. BrahMos recently ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ? Philippines and Indonesia. 2 countries who are buyers are Philippines and Indonesia. Okay. Is BrahMos nuclear capable? Yes. Write down. Next, one more missile. ಇದು ಇವಾಗ ವಾರ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಷ್ಯಾ ಯುಕ್ರೇನ್ ವಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. Just one line. Burevestnik. Again, NATO has named it Skyfall, not needed. Nuclear powered near unlimited range missile. That is what they have claimed. What is the name? Burevestnik. And one more very very important missile, idu kela chances tumba ide, Zircon missile. Again, it is a hypersonic missile. This was used during the Russia-Ukraine war. Repeat the name. Zircon missile. Zircon. Very very important. Smirch. Multiple launch rocket system. Again, India has procured this from Russia. What is the name? Smirch. Pinaka ಕೇಳಿದಿರಾ? ಇದೊಂಥರ ಪಿನಾಕ ತರನೇ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ತರನೇ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಸ್ಮರ್ಚ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊಕ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ? ರಷ್ಯಾ. ಒನ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ರಷ್ಯಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? it can fire up to 12 rockets in 38 seconds. That is a very good thing. Next, aircrafts. Sukhoi, MiG-29, MiG-21, Bison. Sukhoi S generation, 4.5 generation. Is Indian Air Force using it? Yes. MiG-29 is 4th generation, MiG-21 was 2nd generation. Last year, September, November only we have, yes, retired the MiG-21. Exam time al 21, 29 ella confuse agate. Okay, 21 Bison has been eliminated. 29 ಮತ್ತೆ 30 ಇದೆ. Okay. Again, engines ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ, it's okay. Next, very, very important. Mi-17, Mi-35 helicopters and Mi-26. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 35 ಬಂದಿ attack helicopter. Mi-35 is attack helicopter. 17 and 26 are majorly transport. ಯಾವ್ದು attack? 35. USA ಅಲ್ಲಿ Apache na Chinook? Apache is Chinook. Just Apache ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. Apache, okay? Kamo 226, it is being jointly manufactured in India by India and Russia. Kamo 226T, again light multi-purpose helicopter. Avagela heavy helicopters, idu light helicopters. Multi-purpose andre transport, sometimes military operation also it is going to be used. KA-31 Naval Airborne Early Warning. KA-31 ಅಲ್ಲಿ USA ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು naval helicopter ನೋಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ, Seahawk, ಅದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ KA-31 majorly for naval surveillance. KA-31. Again, just write it down in one sheet. Whenever you are bored, just keep looking at it. ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ? 35 is attack, 17 and 26 are transportation and multi-purpose. What is the name of the similar to Pinaka? Multiple rocket launcher, Smirch. What is Zircon? Hypersonic missile. Next, battle tanks. T-90 Bhishma and T-72 Ajeya or Ajay. Bhishma and Ajeya. Yenidu battle tanks. T-90 and T-72 better sir. T-90 is Bhishma, 72 is Ajeya. Idu battle tanks. Ya country in the AK-203, very important. Assault rifles. AK-47 203 ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. AK-47 ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Similarly 203. Assault rifles. So ನಿಮ್ಮ 47 ಅಂದ್ರೆ automatically 203 will come to know. BMP ಶರತ್ ಬೇಡ. ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಬೇಜಾರು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. Amphibious infantry fighting vehicle. ಆಗ್ಲೇ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಓವರ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Yes, very, very important. INS Vikramaditya, India's aircraft carrier, which is nothing but a refurbished Admiral Gorshkov. Refurbished Admiral Gorshkov. What is the name? Vikramaditya. Good. INS Chakra, nuclear powered attack submarine. Very, very important. Chakra 3 ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವಾಗ. Russia told India, again it is very costly for us to manufacture our nuclear submarine. So we have taken another submarine for lease from Russia. The name is Chakra 3, or in Russia they call it as Bratz. ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೆಸ್. ಬಟ್ ಚಕ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ. ಯಾವ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಿಂದ? ರಷ್ಯಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪವರ್ಡ್ ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್. ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪವರ್ಡ್ ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್. Sindhu Ghosh, it's okay, very less chances of it being asked. What is RELOS? India-Russia Logistical Agreement. What is LEMOVA? India-USA Logistical Agreement. What is AXA? Yeah. Acquisition and cross-servicing agreement. Japan. Japan. Acquisition and cross-servicing agreement. ಇನ್ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? MLSA ಒಂದಿದೆ. ಇದು ಬೇಡ, ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಂಪ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಲೆಮೋವಾ ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆ? USA. Very good. Then RELOS is Russia. Very easy. And AXA? Japan. India and Japan. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ logistical agreement. Means India will get the access of these military bases of these countries. Okay. Let us go back to modern history. Another 70 questions are there. We will finish in 45 minutes. ಆರಾಮಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Yes or no? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ majorly advent of Europeans we are going to discuss. We will be discussing about Government of India and education related topics. Okay. ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ socio religious reform movements 1935 to 47 will be pending. Part 15. Elections. 12. Finance. Trade 13. Unlucky 13. Unlucky 13. Trade. Aita. 14. Service. Services. Aita. But ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು, ಆಲ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಗುಡ್. ಎಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. 4 DPSP. 4A fundamental duties. 7 is deleted. 5 union. 6 states. 8 union territory. 9 panchayat raj. 9A municipality. 9B cooperatives. ಹಂಗೆ ಡೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. 5 union. Union ಕೆಳಗಡೆ states. States ಕೆಳಗಡೆ union territory. Then panchayat raj municipality. Remember like that. 11 6 plus 5 center and states. 12 property finance. Unlucky 13 trade. 14 services. 15 election. 14A tribunals. Okay, done. Let us come back. The staple commodities of export by English East India Company from Bengal were. Read. Try to eliminate some options. From Bengal. Opium irlebeka? Yes. Cotton, silk, saltpeter and opium. That is our answer. Okay, very straightforward ide. Which one of the following plants were domesticated in the New World and introduced into the Old World? Take your time, eliminate options. ಯಾವ್ದು ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಕಾಟನ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಕಾಟನ್ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಇಂಡಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಲೇ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್. ಸೊ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಬಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿ. ರಬ್ಬರ್, ಕಾಫಿ, ವೀಟ್ ಆರ್ ಟೊಬ್ಯಾಕೋ, ಕೋಕೋ ಅಂಡ್ ರಬ್ಬರ್. ಟೊಬ್ಯಾಕೋ, ಕೋಕೋ ಅಂಡ್ ರಬ್ಬರ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. New World andre Americas, Old World was British, Europe, etc. Actually, this was a very specific question. ಬ್ರೋಚ್, ಚಿಕಾಗೋಲ್, ಟ್ರಿಚಿನಾಪಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ತಿರುಚಿನಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಅದಷ್ಟೇ. ತಿರುಚಿನಾಪಲ್ಲಿನ ಟ್ರಿಚಿನಾಪಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ನೇಮ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಾರ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ 17th century, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1600 to 1625, which of the following factories of English East India Company or where were it located? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೇ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3. ಸಾರಿ, 1 only. ಬ್ರೋಚ್. ಬ್ರೋಚ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? Bharuch, Gujarat. Good. So because this was set up in the year 1616. What about Chikakol? No. Tiruchinapalli, they set up a factory mid and late 17th century. This question ಕೇಳಿರೋದೇನು? Early 17th century. That is why this was a very tricky question. But please try to read all the factories that have been set up by British and other foreign invaders when they came to India. ಅದು ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. And you should know what is the order in which all the invaders came to India. Question ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ಓದಿ 4 options. See all the statements. Again, now if you know, in the exam moment, if you don't know, better to stay away from this. Option 1 is actually wrong. 2 and 3. Gajapati rulers, before the Danes had come only, their rule also had ended. But this is post-mortem logic what we are discussing. But I see that many times we neglect this arrival of Europeans to India as a topic. So arrival of Europeans na one time 2 to 3 page short notes ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. one question ಬರೋ chances are very high. Arrival of Europeans. Be very careful. As traders ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Answer is French. Order ಹೇಳಿ. Portugal, Dutch, British, Danes, French. PD, BDF. PDF. PD, PD, BD. P andre Portugal, Dutch, British, Danes, French. All right. Again, nice question. Next time they can ask match the following also. Which one was the first fort constructed by British in India? Georgia William. George. Fort St. George. ಯಾವ ಸಿಟಿಲಿ ಇರೋದು? Chennai. Where is Fort St. David? William is in Calcutta. Set up in the year 1696. Fort St. George is in Madras. Year 1639. Fort Saint David, Cuddalore 1690. Fort Saint Angelo 1505. But Fort Saint Angelo, I think, was constructed by Portuguese. People tell no options na ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಓದಿ ಅಂತ. ಈ ತರ options na try to know about it. Don't sit and open all options and read. These are some options you can be knowing about. Saint Angelo Portuguese ಅವರು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು 1500s ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Sorry, early 16th century. William andre Calcutta, Saint David is Cuddalore, George is Madras. Earliest ಯಾವುದು? Chennai. Fort Saint George. Again, if UPSC wants to make the paper difficult, these are the topics he will ask. Easy also to look, but difficult to get it right. Read, take some time. Which place are we talking about? Which place? Tamil Nadu, correct. Tamil Nadu is the answer. Place is Ren. The place name is Tranquebar. The coast of, sorry, Tamil Nadu. Huh? Also ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂ ಜೆರೂಸಲೇಮ್ ಚರ್ಚ್ ಅಂತಾನೂ ಇದೆ. Okay? This is one neglected area of UPSC and only few questions have been asked. Who was the first European to initiate the policy of taking part in quarrels of Indian princes with a view to acquire territories? But majorly it was Dupleix. Majorly it was Dupleix. Answer is B, Dupleix. How do you pronounce it? Duplessis. See again, idella factual. ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ it is like a bumper question for us. That's all. Hooghly was used as a base for piracy in the Bay of Bengal by British or Portuguese? Portuguese. And I did not know. Answer is Portuguese. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ? For a blue water policy. Nizam of Arcot emerged out of Hyderabad state. Check, search and tell me, Shrikar. Mysore kingdom emerged out of Vijayanagara empire. Achana hodirutte. Rohilkhand kingdom was formed out of territories occupied by Ahmad Shah Durrani. The Mughals. What about Nizam of Arcot? Right or wrong? Then from which state did Nizam of Arcot emerge? Check ಮಾಡಿ, correct ಆಗಿ check ಮಾಡಿ. Sir, search properly. Correct. So statement 1 is right or wrong? In the correct. ಹೌದು ಶ್ರೀಕರ್, that's why I asked you to Google. Again, these battles UPSC has forgotten. In case he goes back, but ಇದೇ battle ಯಾವ year who fought against each other? Correct chronological order. CL. Answer is option first ಯಾವುದು? Ambur biryani. Next, Plazi. Ambur is by the way 1749. First Carnatic War. Plazi, Wandi Wash 60. Buxar 64. Why is this battle of Wandi Wash very important? Yes, French samapti agidi idralli. Okay, battle of Wandi Wash. Wash aita. Again, these are few questions that was there. At least try to know question answer. ಈಗ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ 10 years ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ UPSC. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ us discuss that also. ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ 10 years ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. Which one of the following pairs are correctly matched? Second option is correctly matched. Battle of Buxar ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು? Mir Qasim, Sirajuddaulah, Shujauddaulah, and Shah Alam II. Yes. Battle of Chilianwala, Anglo-Sikh, Jallianwala, Chilianwala. Battle of Karda, Nizam versus Marathas. Chances of asking are very, very less. In case he copy paste this question, at least you should know the answer. Okay, UPSC has a habit of doing that. Every year, minimum 2 questions are repeated from some topic of previous year. Match the following. First, ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರು identify ಮಾಡಿ. Some to 1 or 2 you might not be knowing. Identify which one. First Anglo-Mysore, second Anglo-Mysore war. ಯಾವ year? 1780, correct? Very good. So 2 ಗೆ D ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. C and D ಬನ್ನಿ. This is how you are going to do. First eliminate. Now we are stuck with C and D. 1 C guarantee. First Anglo-Maratha war is 1775 fix. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವುದು? First Anglo-Maratha war and first Anglo-Afghan war. ಯಾವಾಗ Anglo-Afghan war ಆಗಿದ್ದು? When was Anglo-Afghan war fought? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಬರ್ಮೀಸ್ ವಾರ್ 1824. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಂಗ್ಲೋ ಬರ್ಮೀಸ್ ವಾರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1838 is our Anglo Afghan war. 1775 is Anglo Maratha war. 1780 is our second Anglo Mysore war. Okay. Third Anglo-Mysore war 1790 to 92 ಅದೊಂದೇ ಇರೋದು. Okay, so 2 so 2 should be there, so we'll eliminate this. Next, first Anglo-Maratha war correct ಇದೆಯಾ? It's wrong. Good. So 1 out. ಈಗ 2 and 3 na 2 and 4. First Anglo-Burmese war is 1824. Ille matte repeat ide nodi, 1824 first Anglo-Burmese war. Artha agta, in case such questions come back, it will need only 10-15 minutes of your energy to remember this. Okay. Chronology of annexation of princely states. Jhansi, Sambalpur, Satara. First ಯಾವುದು? Satara. Good. So option ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರಬೇಕು? C or D. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ next. Sambalpur, Jhansi. Jhansi ಯಾವಾಗ? Last but second. Last ಯಾವುದು? Nagpur. Good. So Sambalpur should be before that. Answer is Satara, Sambalpur, Jhansi. 3, 2, 1. Correct? Yes. Satara, sorry. Correct. Satara, Sambalpur, Jhansi. Jhansi ಯಾವ year? Jhansi year ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು 1853, 53, 54. Okay. First ಯಾವುದು? Satara 1848. Through which policy? Doctrine of lapse. ಇದು very easy ಇದೆ. Pretext of misgovernance. Awadh. Who was the king? Hey. Wajid Ali Shah. Wajid Ali. Yes, this question is related to subsidiary alliance. Which one of the following statement do not apply to the system of subsidiary alliance introduced by Lord Wellesley? Take your time. Zoom ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ? Read properly. Your friends might be wrong. Don't get influenced by them. First option correct? Correct. Second, to keep India safe from Napoleonic danger? Correct. Correct. To secure a fixed income for the company? That was not the main objective of it. It was more diplomatic in nature. Okay. So answer is to secure a fixed income for the country. To maintain British paramountcy over Indian states? Yes. ಅವಾಗ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಮೈ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಂತ. ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಒನ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ನೈಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೈಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಟೇಕ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಏನ್ ಆನ್ಸರು? ಡಾಲೌಸಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಾವೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಏನ ಅಂತ. 1857 ರಿವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಏನಂತ, ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಇಂಪೀರಿಯಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, ಡಾಲೌಸಿ. Which statement correctly explains the impact of Industrial Revolution on India during the first half of 19th century? Andre mind alli 1800 to 1850 should come to your mind. Read all four options. Idralli closest option agutte. Here D also can be right. Read all four options. Eliminate ಮಾಡಿ. What is our answer? A na C na? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೀನು ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಪಾರ್ಷಲಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಓಕೆ. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ರೂಯಿಂಡ್. Economically, one of the result of British rule in India in the 19th century was increase in the export of Indian handicrafts. Increase or decrease? Decrease. Growth in the number of Indian owned factories. Rapid increase in the urban population. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ economic policy of India British rule ಏನು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದೆ? So which is the last option remaining? Commercialization of Indian agriculture. Okay. This concept of indigo cultivation is also UPSC's favorite. Because there were many alternatives that came to indigo dyes. So because it became unprofitable in the world market because of new inventions like chemical dyes, the fall of indigo cultivation started. Take your time. It is a tricky question. Take your time. Try to eliminate options, then come to the answer. Eliminate ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ try ಮಾಡಿ. Okay. Which one do you think we can eliminate easily? Scarcity of natural resources. India was abundant with natural resource. Eliminate. Presence of the rich to invest in land. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ no independent development of industry ಗೆ ಏನೋ relation ಇದೆಯಾ? There was no independent development of industries because there was rich people to invest in the land. No. Scarcity of foreign capital. ದುಡ್ಡಿರಲಿಲ್ವಾ? ದುಡ್ಡು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇತ್ತು. Answer is absence of heavy industries. Heavy industries is required for manufacturing, that was not present in our country. Easy? What do you mean by imperial preference? ನೋಡಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Yes, sir, if you know the English meaning also you can solve it. Take your time. Time ತೋಳಿ. Which you can eliminate? Racial discrimination. Preference given to British political agent over Indian princess. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. Subordination of Indian interest to British or special privileges on British imports in India. Special privileges of British imports in India. Duty free tha, duty ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತಾ? Duty free. Again, if possible, whenever you are free, try to make one-page notes on permanent settlement, Rayatwari system, Mahalwari system in a single sheet. ಅದೇ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಬಂದ್ರೆ. Yes. Statement 1. Under the Rayatwari system, first what is Rayatwari system? Directly payment of revenue by the people. Ellitadu? Madras. Which year? 1820, 1820, direct payment to the government. There, the peasants were exempted from revenue payment in case of bad harvest or natural calamity. ಏನು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಳ್ಳೆಯವರಾಗಿದ್ರ? Next, under the permanent settlement in Bengal, if zamindar failed to pay his revenues to the state on or before the fixed date, he would be removed from his zamindari. Yes, ತಗೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋರು. Second option is correct. So what is our answer? Option B. Any doubts? Correct. ಥಾಮಸ್ ಮುಂದ್ರೋ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಪೆಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತಾನೆ, ರಯತ್ ವಾರಿ, ರಯತ್ಸ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪೇ. ಮಹಲ್ವಾರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಲೇಜಸ್. ವೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್? ಪಂಜಾಬ್ ರೀಜನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಮೇಜರ್ಲಿ ಪಂಜಾಬ್, ಬಟ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇತ್ತು. ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಿಹಾರ್, ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್, ಬಿಹಾರ್, ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಜರ್ಲಿ. Yes, what is our answer for this? Option 2 and option 3. But who primarily introduced? Munro. He was inspired by Reed. He was inspired by Reed and then he brought this about. Cornwallis ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? Police reforms. Permanent settlement? ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿನಾ? ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಗುಡ್, ಅದನ್ನ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Which one of the following was introduced by the English in India? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲಾಜಿಕ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲಾಜಿಕ್. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಬರಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅಸೆಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ರಾಜಾ ಟೋಡರ್ಮಲ್, ಅಕ್ಬರ್, ಐನೇ ದಾಸವಾಳ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಾಪ್ಕ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅದಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. Second, use of mobile cannons in warfare. Babur. First battle of Panipat alle use ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. Cultivation of tobacco and red chilies. Portuguese. What is our answer? None of the above. British ಅಂತದೇನು ಬಂದು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Okay? ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Again, kind of a strange question. I don't know, you might be knowing about this. The tendency of increased litigation was visible after the introduction of land settlement system of Lord Cornwallis in 1793. The reason for this is normally traced to which of the provisions? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಲಿಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ವೈ? ವೈ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದು, ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಟುಡೇ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್. How many of you think A? A. Answer is D, none of the above. The reason was removal of court fee. ಮೊದಲು court fee ತುಂಬಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. When court fee was high, people were not going to the court. When court fee was made zero, everybody went to the court. That was the reason. Again, it's okay. We just learn about this topic. That's all. Again, observe ಮಾಡಿ, ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, Idu logic matte common sense. Imagine if you are in that position, you will come to know. Read all options. Under permanent settlement, 1793, zamindars were required to issue pattas. What is patta? Title, land rights tara. Okay, to the farmers, which were not issued by many of the zamindars. Why? First, the zamindars were trusted by the farmers. ಹೊಡೆದಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಲಾಜಿಕಲಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಅಫಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರ್ಸ್. ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನನ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗದಿಂದ ಇಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು, ನೀನ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಂದಾರು ತಗೋಬ. ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಡಿ, ದ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಟಾಸ್. ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಪಟ್ಟ. Patta andre recognition of right of the farmer there. So what is the answer? Option B. There was no official check on the zamindars. And I am telling you again, exam alli ee tara new topics barta irutte. Try to read, try to eliminate first and then try to arrive at the answer. Because every year UPSC will get a new set of questions. And this is how the options are going to be. That is why we stress on reading about UPSC PYQs. Okay? ಇದು ಓದಿದ್ರ ನೀವು? ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ UPSC ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಗುಡ್ ಅಮನ್, ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ನಾಟ್ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್? ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿ, ಪರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಡ. 1 ಪೇರ್ 2 ಪೇರ್ 3 ಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್. Okay, fine. Take your time. Devraj. Land allotted to big feudal landlords. Jagirdari, Rayatwari, Mahalwari, Zamindari. Gottila andre wait madana. Gottila andre don't mark. Come to second. Land allotted to revenue farmers or rent collectors. Adu gottilva. Third bani. Land allotted to each peasant with right to transfer. ಈಚ್ ಪೆಸೆಂಟ್ ರಯತ್ವಾರಿನ ಇದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3C, ಸಾರಿ 3B. ಎ ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗಾರೆ? 1A, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿಗ್ ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಾಗಿರ್. ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ವಿಚ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್? ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಹಲ್ವಾರಿ. ಯು ಡೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೌ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಆನ್ಸರ್? ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಸೆಟಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಎಟ್ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಮಹಲ್ವಾರಿ, ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಆರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಲೇಜಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಟೆಡ್ ಟು ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟರ್. ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಮೀನ್ದಾರ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ವೈಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ 100% ಶೋರ್ ಇರೋ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬನ್ನಿ, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಅದರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. District collector was deprived of his judicial powers and made the collecting agent only. Earlier DC had both powers. Yadu? Judicial power ಮತ್ತೆ revenue collection. Idralli they took away his judicial power. Why? ಆಯ್ತು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಓದೋಣ. Lord Cornwallis felt that DC's efficiency of revenue collection would enormously increase without the burden of other work. Enormously, extreme word, eliminated. Second money. Lord Cornwallis felt that judicial power should compulsorily be in the hands of Europeans while Indians can be given the job of revenue collection in the districts. Indians revenue collection power ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅದು ಅವ್ರ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಾ ನೋ ಬಿ ತೆಗೀರಿ ಸಿ Lord Cornwallis was alarmed at the extent of power concentrated in the DC and he felt that such absolute power was undesirable in one person. He was the person who brought reforms. Answer is option C. Topic summary: arrival of Europeans, battles and factories. All the battles again I have put together. If you want, you can revise this once. Permanent settlement, Rayatwari, Mahalwari, Jagirdari. Idr ಬಗ್ಗೆ 5 to 6 lines short notes ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Chances of coming are these topics only. This is what we call themes and sub-themes. Trade factories of Europeans, war and battle, doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance, who introduced, first yaro, last yaro, we have to get an idea. So I think we should stop here. So next class again we will complete the remaining topics. Education, press, tribal revolt movement, adella mugsana. After that we will go to ancient medieval art and culture. Ad mugsudre PYQs will be done. See, science and tech, it is a waste of time doing it. Themes discuss ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆಮೇಲೆ even our environment, waste of time. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು species in use, national parks and wildlife sanctuary, biospheres, we can practice that. Okay, probably 1.5 weeks we will complete PYQs and we will jump to current affairs. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? Come back to our parts. Parts ಮರೆಯಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. What happens, I have observed during our preparation, we will try to procrastinate. Let me revise it later, I am so tired, let me revise it later. ಅದೇ ತರ it will postpone it. So we will finish it off. ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್? 15, 14, 13. 15. 15 is elections. 14A, tribunals. 14, services. 13, unlucky 13, trade. Unlucky 13. 12, finance, revenue, etc. 11, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 plus 5, state and union. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. ನೀವು ಬೇಡ, ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ನೀವು 5 ಹೇಳಿ, ಟೈಮ್ ತೊಳಿ. ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸಣ್ಣದು ಯಾವುದು? ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್. 7 is not there, there is no tala for a reason. 8, ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಟೆರಿಟರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಯಾವುದು? ಪಂಚಾಯತ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಮುನಿಸಿಪಾಲಿಟಿ, ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಸೊಸೈಟೀಸ್. 10 ಯಾವುದು? ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಡ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೈಬಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್, ನಾಟ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? 5 ಯೂನಿಯನ್. 4A ಡ್ಯೂಟೀಸ್. 3 ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರೈಟ್ಸ್. 2 ಸಿಟಿಜನ್ಶಿಪ್. 1 ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೆಷ್ಟು ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ? we will finish off remaining. How many parts are there totally? 25. 25 then? Okay. Let us continue. What is 16? Yes. 16 andre special powers related to certain class. 17 official languages. Schedule 7 ಏನು? State list, union list. 17 languages. Emergency 18. Emergency 18. 19 is miscellaneous. Okay. 20 is amendment to the constitution. 15 elections, so 20 amendment. 16 ಏನು? Special powers. 6 andre special. 4 and 6. 16 andre special provision to certain classes. 17 official languages. 16 emergency. Emergency was 18. 18 was emergency andre 6 PM emergency impose ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. 19 is miscellaneous. 20 is amendments. Good. 21 temporary, transitional and special provisions. 22 short title, commencement, authoritative text in Hindi. 22 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೈಟಲ್ಸ್. ಇಷ್ಟು ನಾಲ್ಕು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 23 ಇದೆಯಾ? Seri, yes, we'll come there. Good. 4A 9A madre 25 agate. Good. 14A. Let us revise. 22 short titles in the etc. 22 on Hindi and the short titles Hindi. 21 life is temporary. 21 is right to life. Very good. Right to life. Life is temporary. 20 20 easy. 6 o'clock ಏನಾಯ್ತು emergency. 7 is miscellaneous. 19 18 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 PM ಆ ಲೆಕ್ಕ. 18 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ? 6 PM ಅಂದ್ರೆ 18. ಆಮೇಲೆ miscellaneous. How many languages are there? 17 languages are there. 6 to 4 andre special provisions. 16 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 6 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? 6 is a very special event in cricket. Very good. Okay, so again this will need some time for you to revise. Next class ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. You also revise and come. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೇ ತರ ಏನೇನ್ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ. I will take class till the last week of prelims. Probably last 2 weeks before prelims, bumper revision class of everything. ಯಾವುದು? ಅದು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸೇ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಒಂದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗಝೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬರೀ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೈ ರಿವಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಮೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಮೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೃಥ್ವಿ, ಆಕಾಶ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ತ್ರಿಶೂಲ್, ಅರಿಯಂತ್, ಯಾವುದು ಕುಶಾ. ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅರಿಘಾಟ್, ಕೇಳಿದೀರಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರಿಘಾಟ್? ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್. ಅರಿಯಂತ್, ಅರ್ಧಮಾನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಅರಿ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸಬ್ಮರೀನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದಟ್. Shall we conclude? Yes, we will conclude. Again, see you next Saturday. Ancient medieval ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮೈ ಜಾಬ್ becomes easy because ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಮ್ಯಾಗಝೈನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು we can discuss, no problem. Okay, thank you. See you next week. Next class will be next Saturday at 6 o'clock.